Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be walking you through the setup that I have made for my 2017-2018 school year in my bullet journal. This may seem like a little early to be talking about back to school, but I go back to school on August 28th. So yeah, it may be a little early, but I like making sure I have everything planned. So I will be showing you how I set up my bullet journal and how I'm going to be organizing myself, hopefully, for the rest of this upcoming school year. So let's dive right in. First, we can start by looking at what I did for the summer. So when I first left it off in June, I was doing these box calendar just like this. Each day has its own box. I had previously done the traditional bullet journal, like just having it on the side over here, the numbers and the days. But for the summer, I realized that I didn't need that because when I was back in school, I moved over to the box ones, and I thought that this would work best for the summer because I didn't do dailies for the summer. I just put in my tasks and everything that I needed to in the boxes, and it worked like this. So June, I was lazy, and it kind of looks like this, not very decorated. I did do a more traditional bullet journal setup over here, but that was just for events, so then I could just do tasks in the boxes, but that didn't really work out very well. As you can see, in July, I moved over to just having the traditional box calendar. I was feeling a little bit more artsy, so I added more color and stuff. This is actually one of my favorite spreads that I've had for like monthlies. This is what I did for July. And then we have August, which is what I'm in right now. I kind of decorated it. I went to a bigger box for the box calendar. I really just wanted to be able to put all of my tasks and everything in each of these boxes. I actually start school here, so you'll be able to see what I did with that because this little box is not going to be enough for me to plan all of my school stuff. So now that I've showed you a little flip through of what I did for the summer, let's go right into what I did for this upcoming school year. So here we have what I did for the upcoming school year. As you can see, it's very minimalist, which is kind of different for me. I'm trying to do more minimalist things because I know I'm not going to have a lot of time during this school year to beautify my bullet journal. So I'm trying more minimalist things so that I can save time. We'll see how that goes. So here I have my class details for classes that I'm taking in the fall, and then I have my schedule just laid out here so I can reference back to this so that I know where my classes are, and I have the time that my class is meeting, the name of the professor, the room, and I'm going to fill in the office hours in the room as soon as I figure those out for each class. I'm currently taking 5 classes. I think I'm going to add another one, but as you can see, my schedule is not super busy in the fall, which is actually really nice because I completely overbooked myself last semester and I'm looking forward to having some free time. Next, we have something that I've never actually done before. I got some inspiration from a whole bunch of different bullet journal student videos. I will leave those down in the description if I can find them. I did a talentdex, which is actually something that I thought that I would never do, but after reading up on them and watching a whole bunch of videos, I realized that I think that I will be able to do all of my assignments and everything into my talentdex. So part of the reason why in the past I got rid of the original bullet journal, just like down the line calendar, was because I had too much to put into this like little line. So let's go back to a time when I had that. For example, in February, I took up most of the page in February and I still had a little bit of crowdedness. I didn't really like the way that this looked and I was running out of space on my line, so I moved over to the box calendar because I thought that it would give me more space to write my assignments and the things that I needed to like the appointments and everything that I had that day, but I'm hoping that by writing all of my assignments and tests and quizzes and all that kind of stuff in this talentdex, I'll be able to have more space in my September layout. So I have my whole fall semester, September, October, November, December, and then I put in the days that I know already for my class for the school year. So like, for example, like Labor Day, fall break, finals, Thanksgiving break, and all that. So what I'm going to do is that I have all the classes that I'm taking over here, technology, reading, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. And once I get an assignment or something, I have a T for test, a P for project, and an A for assignment. And I'll write down what it is, and then I'll go over it with my zebra highlighter. And so I'll know which class that specific test, that specific project, that specific assignment is for. And I'm hoping that this will work as far as keeping track of all my assignments and everything, because that's something that I've had a problem with in my bullet journal in the past. I'm hoping that if this works, there's a possibility that I might be moving over to a complete talentdex future log system in my next bullet journal. So let's hope that this works, because I'm really excited about this one. Once again, more minimalist-ish kind of, because I did not want to spend a lot of time making these spreads. And then I have my semester goals up here. Last year I made a whole page for my yearly goals at my school year, and I didn't really need the whole page, so I think that when I make my spring talentdex, I'll just put spring goals up there, and these are the semester goals for the fall. I have my September monthly spread, and as you can see, I moved back to the traditional monthly spreads with the numbers and the days on the side. I moved back to the traditional bullet journal layout because I'm thinking that now that I have this talentdex and I won't be tracking my assignments on this page, I should not have a problem with the overcrowdedness. And also, it takes less time to draw this up than it does a full calendar. That being said, if this doesn't work for me, I will move back to a normal box calendar, because that tended to work for me this past school year, but this is a lot easier to draw. And then I have my monthly goals up here. Those are the things that are specifically school related. So now I'm just gonna flip through what I have set up for September, because I've changed up a couple things as well. So here I have my September gratitude log, and yes, this is a calendar. I am more used to having my gratitude logs look like this, just a list format. And not that this didn't work, but I was getting a little bored of this, and I saw a picture of someone doing their gratitude log in a calendar format, and I thought that was kind of cute. This didn't take me super long to draw, so if I do like this, I might move over to this format. The only thing that I'm nervous about this is that some days I am a lot more grateful than other days, and I'm afraid that I will run out of space in these boxes, but we'll see. But I do like the idea of this, so hopefully it works. Then I have my September expenses. I didn't change anything about that. This system has been working really well for me. I just put the date, the store that I bought something at, the items and the category that it is in, whether I paid for it in cash or credit card, and then how much it cost. And then at the end of the month, I go back to my overall expense tracker, which you can see in my other bullet journal video that I have. And I just total up and make sure that I am within my budget. September tracker, same as I always do it. It's actually not quite finished because I need to draw the vertical lines, but this has been working out really well for me, so I did not change anything there. Something that did change though is that I'm going to start tracking my meals again. I tracked my meals for a while in my first bullet journal. I don't think I ever tracked meals in this bullet journal, but I stopped because I would write bad food in red, okay food in yellow, and good food in green. And so I started becoming very, very obsessive over my diet in a way that was not very healthy for me. So I just scrapped doing that. But now this September meal tracker is going to be more for me to make sure that I am eating, because towards the end of last semester, because I was so busy, I was skipping meals, I was skipping my snacks that I really needed. So I'm hoping that keeping track of this in my bullet journal, just jotting down what I did eat every day, I'll be able to be more mindful of what I'm eating and more mindful that I am eating. So it's kind of set up like a normal bullet journal monthly log. I have the days of the week on one side, and then I have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and I'm just going to write like breakfast, eggs, lunch, a sandwich, dinner, lettuce, or something like that in there. And hopefully this works for me. I'm a bit nervous about that I might not be able to fit everything that I eat in here, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to paraphrase or something like that. So we'll see how that works. Another thing that changed is that I'm going to start doing weeklies. I've never done weeklies before. I've always done just having a daily thing that I did, but I set up my whole month of September because future planning is something that's very important for me, and there was something that I had a really hard time doing in the bullet journal. So I changed what my dailies look like, and I'm going to weeklies, and I'm hoping that that works. So what I have here is I have a little box at the top for each day, and that is for me to put any events or meetings or anything that I have. And then I have a water tracker down here, which I will color in blue with how many water bottles that I've had that day. I'm not sure if I'm going to have this be one water bottle, because I don't think there's going to be a day that I'm ever going to drink like 8 or 9 of my water bottles. So maybe it will be like 1 or 2 or something like that. I'll figure it out. And then down here is where I'm going to write all of my tasks. Because I start school on the 29th, I started this a little earlier, and because of that I have a little bit weird formatting. So for the rest of the months, I actually have 2 weeks for a spread, because I do not need that much space for a day unless it's a super ridiculously busy day. So hopefully I made the right choice in making them all half. So this is what my dailies are going to look like: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I have the second week. I'm hoping that by doing this, I'll be able to future plan a lot easier for the month, and it will make everything a lot easier for me in my process. So I have all of September mapped out, and then because odd numbers, this last week is just really long, a longer spread, but I'm hoping this will work out for me because this would be extremely helpful. And yeah, that is all that I have to show you guys in my bullet journal for the 2017-2018 school year. I'm really hoping that all of these new things that I'm adding to my bullet journal will work out. If you're interested in me making update videos on whether or not these ideas and new things work for me, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll be happy to make those videos for you. If you have a bullet journal and you're going to school, please let me know what you're doing for your spreads, what you are changing, and all that kind of stuff from last school year, because I'm very, very interested in knowing what you are doing. I hope you are all having a wonderful, blissful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!